Chinese New Year, makakausap natin si feng shui consultant Dr. Adeline Tan, who joins us from Kuala Lumpur sa Malaysia. Good evening, Dr. Adeline.
Hi, good evening, Miss Pia.
Yeah, hi. Well, can you tell us what's in store for the year of the water tiger? Who's going to be lucky? Who's going to be unlucky?
All right. This water tiger year itself, right? Let's break into two parts because from 2 years from now, right, it will be really full digitalizations, and that's why a lot of people, right, if possible, so start from now on. So if possible, actually get ready ourselves, right, into this in touch with digital and also this technology. And from the year of the Bazi, because every year when we enter into a new year, so we will take a look at the new year Bazi. The Bazi itself is actually stand for these 8 characters, and these 8 characters itself, right, actually give us a lot of meaning, okay, of the water tiger year. And this water tiger year itself, right, is actually a year that's where full of a lot of unstabilization. However, we turn into the 5 elements perspective, the elements of like wood, water, fire, where actually so-called give the most strength, all right, of the year itself. And then after that, the matter water itself were actually so-called like the most weakened in the chart, the Bazi chart itself. So that's why what normally we are to focus is that we will zoom in into the wood element, the water and the fire element, in order we can maximize of the year. And if let's say we are to take a look at the entire year itself, right? So the first half of the year, it will give a very blossom year, because in Chinese metaphysics, the calendar itself, the first half itself is actually the season of spring, which is represented by the wood element. Then after that, fire element in the summer. And this first half itself until the month of July, it will be very stabilized, and it will be showing or painting the picture of blooming, all right? And the second half of the year, if anyone who is into the could be politics, could be the business perspective, anything else. So what we actually will zoom in is that the unstabilization. So that's why we have to actually be aware and to prepare as well. And in the entire
Adeline,
yes.
Yeah.
Hi, yes.
Yeah, sorry. You're talking about the second half of the year, so July
Yes.
onwards. You're talking about instability, unstable. That's a little bit
Yes.
concerning for us because, as you know, we do have elections, national elections
Yes.
in May, and the new president and vice president will be inaugurated on June 30, meaning July 1 onwards. So that's a little bit concerning. And I wanted to ask you about what that will mean for us. I do have here the birthdays and, well, the Chinese zodiac signs of the presidential candidates. And very quickly, Bongbong Marcos is a rooster, Lenny Robredo is a snake, Isko Moreno is a tiger, Ping Lacson is a rat, Manny Pacquiao is a horse, and Yodi de Guzman is, I'm sorry, I'm going to get that in a bit. But, is it too simplistic to say because it is the year of the water tiger that the candidate who is a tiger is going to be the lucky one? Or can you tell us now who's going to be the lucky presidential candidate?
Yeah, that is a good question. And that is also something that I have prepared and to talk about it. Because when we talk about metaphysics, right, metaphysics is something computational science, all right? So example, right, when you talk about, what is the weather for tomorrow? So we can actually see the forecast, okay, of weather. And every one of us, right, we actually were born with the Bazi, and this will already tell us that, how the person can maximize the energy of a person. And I actually have, according to the list, right, I have also shortlisted, okay, some of these candidates, all right. So maybe we talk about, just how you mentioned about BBM, right? So BBM, yes, is born of the rooster year itself. With his year, the Bazi itself, right, actually has painted a picture that his Bazi is very much aligning with the energy of last year. Last year, as we all know, that is a year of a sin matter sitting on the the ox. And this ox element, and just now you mentioned the rooster. And if let's say we are to turn his chart into the bazi itself, right, the month itself also the rooster. So with the double rooster is actually a self-punishment we call, okay, it's our language, we call it self-punishment. That's why the rooster and the year itself last year is very much aligned. So whereby this year, the year of the tiger itself, right, not so much aligned, to him. So that's why, if let's say he is not very careful into, decision making, and especially this, changing in terms of this, to another political party, I think this is really will cause, him a sharp decline. All right. So that is about BBM Bazi. And let's we talk about, this Isco Moreno. Isco Moreno is born in the year of the Jarwood tiger. All right. This Jarwood tiger itself, right? And this year of the tiger, just now you have mentioned one very interesting point, and I like it. So you have mentioned that this is the year of tiger. Is that really true that I born also in the year of tiger? So that's how somehow the energy will much really, align to the person. Actually, it's not. That's not how we really see it. But if you are to really take his bazi, okay, and to turn into the bazi itself, right, it's really very much aligned, okay, to this year. Because why? Because his bazi itself, right, besides the tiger, and he also actually, the month and the day itself also sit with this, the dog. And we also know from the Chinese metaphysical language, we also call that tree harmony when we every time see the tiger, the dog, and also the horse. So that's why this is actually, give a very, very unexpectedly aligned to this year chart, okay, when the moment tiger came in. All right. So, and just now you mentioned about this Miss Lenny. Miss Lenny itself, right? Actually,
Yes. Well,
she win a lot of this, because she has this very charming character and personality. And the next year, rainwater, the water tiger, the water itself, right, in the in our language, we actually read as a rainwater.
Yeah. Dr. Adeline Tan.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. And, at the risk of sounding like I don't want you to talk about the other candidates, our problem is we've run out of time. But this is so interesting. So we wanted to say thank you to you for giving us your time.
Yes, sure.
Maybe we should do a part 2 of this. Thank you so much,
sure.
Feng Shui consultant, Dr. Adeline Tan.
Thank you so much.
Maraming salamat sa'yo.